We live in a world of quick fixes, instant gratification, and the endless pursuit of shortcuts. Everywhere you turn, someone is promising you a life-altering change if you just follow their method for 30 days. Now, I'm not here to sell you a miracle solution or promise that you'll become the next Elon Musk by next month. However, I do have a set of 5 tips that, if followed, can genuinely transform your life in just 30 days. The best part? These tips are practical, often humorous, and, dare I say it, fun to implement. So buckle up, grab your beverage of choice, and let's dive into a 30-day journey that could change your life, or at least give you some entertaining stories to tell. 1. Embrace the power of micro-habits. Rome wasn't built in a day, but it probably started with a to-do list. We've all been there. You decide to change your life, so you set out to build a list of grand goals. Meditate for an hour every day, run 5 miles before breakfast, read a book a week, and learn Mandarin in your spare time. And what happens? By day 3, you're back on the couch with a pint of ice cream, watching reruns of Friends. The problem isn't your ambition, it's that you're biting off more than you can chew. Enter micro-habits, the bite-sized cousins of those grand goals. Instead of trying to meditate for an hour, start with 1 minute. Yes, just one. Instead of running 5 miles, start with a walk around the block. The magic of micro-habits lies in their simplicity and consistency. By making a small change every day, you build momentum. And before you know it, those tiny changes snowball into significant transformations. The humor here? Well, you might feel a bit silly meditating for only 60 seconds or calling a 5-minute walk your daily exercise, but stick with it, and watch how these seemingly insignificant habits become second nature. By day 30, you'll laugh at the thought of ever doubting their impact. 2. Declutter your life. Your stuff isn't just taking up space, it's taking up mental real estate. Look around you. If you're like most people, you're probably surrounded by a plethora of stuff. Old magazines, that sweater you haven't worn since 2015. And let's not even talk about the mysterious drawer in the kitchen filled with batteries, rubber bands, and receipts from 2012. It's time to declutter. Not just your physical space, but your mental one too. Decluttering isn't about becoming a minimalist monk who owns nothing but a toothbrush and a pair of sandals. It's about clearing out the unnecessary to make room for the things that truly matter. Start small. Pick a drawer, a closet, or even your desktop. Toss or donate what you don't need and organize what's left. You'll be surprised at how liberating it feels. Here's the funny part. You'll rediscover things you forgot you had, and probably wonder why on earth you ever kept them. That ceramic frog from your aunt? Out. The stack of old birthday cards from people you barely remember? Gone. Decluttering is like therapy, only cheaper and with more immediate results. By day 30, your space will be clearer, your mind will be lighter, and you might even find your long-lost sanity under that pile of old magazines. 3. Practice gratitude. Because counting blessings beats counting calories. Here's a revelation. No matter how much we have, we're wired to focus on what we lack. It's part of the human condition, and it's why we end up feeling like life is always a few steps ahead of us. Enter the life-changing magic of gratitude. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you when someone holds the door open for you. It's about shifting your focus from what's missing to what's already there. Start a daily gratitude practice by writing down 3 things you're grateful for every day. They don't have to be big. Maybe you're thankful for a delicious cup of coffee, or the fact that your socks match today. Let's be real, that's a win. The funny thing about gratitude is that it sneaks up on you. At first, it might feel forced, like you're trying to convince yourself that you're grateful for something when you're really just annoyed that your favorite show got canceled. But over time, this practice rewires your brain to naturally focus on the positive. By day 30, you'll be less stressed, more content, and probably a lot more fun to be around. And who knows, you might even lose a few mental pounds, which is way better than counting calories. 4. Learn to say no, because your time is more precious than that free pizza at work. Let's face it, most of us are people pleasers at heart. We say yes to things we don't really want to do because we don't want to disappoint others. But here's the thing. Every time you say yes to something that drains you, you're saying no to something that could energize you. Learning to say no is like developing a superpower. It's awkward at first, but the more you use it, the more you realize how much power it gives you over your own life. The next time someone asks you to do something you don't have time for or don't want to do, try this. Smile, say thank you, and then follow it up with a polite but firm no. You don't have to explain yourself, justify your decision, or feel guilty about it. The humorous twist here is that people might be shocked at first, especially if you're known for being the go-to person for every request. But guess what? They'll get over it, and you'll gain back precious hours of your life that you can use for things that actually matter to you. By day 30, you'll have mastered the art of the graceful no, and you'll wonder why you didn't start doing it sooner. 5. Step out of your comfort zone. Because life begins at the end of your couch. Your comfort zone is like a cozy blanket. It's warm, safe, and oh so familiar. But here's the catch. Nothing grows there. If you want to transform your life in 30 days, you've got to step out of that comfort zone and embrace the unknown. This doesn't mean you need to start skydiving or swimming with sharks, unless that's your thing, in which case go for it. It means doing something, anything, that pushes you beyond your usual routine. Maybe it's signing up for that dance class you've been eyeing, or finally trying that weird-looking vegetable at the grocery store. It could be as simple as striking up a conversation with a stranger or volunteering for a new project at work. The point is to shake things up and remind yourself that growth happens when you're a little bit uncomfortable. Here's the funny part. You'll probably feel awkward, nervous, and maybe even a little scared at first. But that's the magic. Every time you push past that discomfort, you expand your horizons. By day 30, you'll have a collection of new experiences, a boost in confidence, and probably some hilarious stories to tell about that time you tried hot yoga and nearly passed out. Pro tip: hydrate beforehand. Conclusion: the road to transformation, one step at a time. There you have it, 5 tips that can truly transform your life in 30 days. The beauty of these tips lies in their simplicity and adaptability. Whether you're a busy professional, a stay-at-home parent, or somewhere in between, these small changes can fit into your life with ease. But here's the thing. The real secret to transformation isn't just following these tips. It's about consistency and embracing the journey with a sense of humor. Life is messy, unpredictable, and often downright ridiculous. But if you can laugh at the little things, embrace the changes, and keep moving forward, you'll find that transformation happens almost effortlessly. So start small, stay consistent, and don't be afraid to laugh at yourself along the way. By the time you reach day 30, you might just find that the person you've become is someone you really like, someone who's more mindful, more content, and maybe even a little bit braver. And if not, well, at least you'll have some great stories to tell.